Hi developers, welcome back to Code Step by Step. My name is Anil. In this part of Node.js, I will tell you how we can run your first program with the Node.js. So we will discuss the two ways to create and run your Node.js program. First one is we will directly create the script on a command line and run it with the Node.js. Keep in mind, this method is only useful whenever you are creating small programs. Whenever you have to create a large programs or any project, that time we must have to create files and folders. In second way, we will create a folder and file, and after that inside this file we will write some code and we will run it with the Node.js. And code will be provided on the GitHub, link is given in the description box for this program. And at the last we will discuss an important interview question, and this interview question is really interesting for you, so we will discuss it in the last. All right, so let's start with the first point and let's open the command line. So here you can see that whenever you will open a command line, you don't need to go any specific folder and all, just simply put here node -v, and if this command is running, that means node is perfectly installed in your system, and just write here node and just directly enter on it. Now you have an environment of Node.js and you will find an arrow for it, and you can write your Node.js code directly inside it. So for example, you can just simply put here console.log, and we can put here something like and something. You will find that the output is working, everything is working fine, everything is working in the browser, right? Here you can see that we have a like. So we can take any variable, let's say x value is 10, and we can console it, console.log x, and the output is here 10. So this is a small way to just write the script on a command line and run it. But there is a one more important thing, why we are getting undefined every time. This thing can be asked in the interviews. So let's open the browser also, and same way you will find on the browser also. If I just directly put here something, let's say console.log, and if I just put here let's say sub, and you will just again you will find there is something undefined, and again if I just put here var x is 30, still we have undefined thing. Why we are getting here? The undefined means the command, or you can say that the syntax we just returned here, it will return undefined, because here you can see that console.log function just return nothing, it will just print a sub, and in the second statement we just assign a 30 value to our x variable, so it will still again returning nothing. That's why we are getting here undefined, and same things is applied here also. So this is the one interview question. We will discuss one more. All right, so let's just try to write some more code also here. So let's say we have another variable is y with the value of 20, and now we want to just console.log the addition of both of them. Just simply put here x plus y, and we will get here 30 result. So this is the way that how you can just write small program with the Node.js. But whenever you have to create large programs and projects, that time we cannot directly use this command line, right? For that, because whenever we will just close it, our code will be flushed from here, right? So for that, what we can do here, we can create a project, or you can say that a folder for a moment, which is node-tut, and let's open this folder in VS Code. So after that, just put here code.command, and this command will open this folder inside your Visual Studio Code. If VS Code is not installed in your system, this command will not gonna work. So for now, let's create a file here, and let's say our file name is index.js. Here you can see that we are working with the node here, but our file extension is JS. The reason is Node.js, even I told you in the previous video, Node.js is not a programming language. This is just a runtime environment that use JS internally, right? So we can just make here console.log dot one, and we can write here some code. Let's say code step by step. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, right? So how we can run this small program now? So just simply put here node and just simply put here index.js and hit enter. You will find that we are perfectly getting our output. So here you might be wonder that why I just put here console.one. Even you can use console.log also. Both are same in Node.js. There is nothing is a difference here. So even if I have some variables, let's say x is 20, y is 30, and var z is let's say 40, then we can again add them in a console.log, or even you can also use console.one if you want, x plus y plus z, and you will find that this is working fine, right? So with that way we can write small programs, and in next video I will tell you how you can apply the if conditions, loops and all. Even everything is similar with the JavaScript, but still I want to just recap all these things so that you can just get more involved with the Node.js and just run one more program. After that we will just make a deep dive with the Node.js. So now it's time of interview question that I told you, which is very interesting. Here you can see that with the web browser we can also make consoles, right? You can see that here we just write here some moments ago. This is working fine. With the same way we can also make console inside our node also. So are they both console same? It can be asked in the interview question. In a first moment you will see that yes, here we are using the JS file, and still on a browser we are also using the JS. That simply means this is a part of JS, and the both sides it will return a string, or you can say that the any input that we are just providing inside the function parameter. So both are similar. The answer is no, the both are not similar. Okay, so how could I say that? See, console.log is not a part of JavaScript. In a many website they put here, in the many documentations also they put here console.log is a part of JavaScript, but no, this is not a part of JavaScript. This is just a debugging statement that is provided by the web browser, right? But as we know, we cannot run our Node.js directly on the web browser. So how we can just use this console.log here? So the answer is this is provided by the Node.js. I can show you in the official documentation for the proof. So let's go to the docs here and go to our perfect version, our current version of perfect one, and let's go to the console.log, and here you will find the console.log classes, everything. So but let's go for a specific statement. Here you can just read this statement and you will find everything. The console module provide a simple debugging console that is similar to the JavaScript console mechanism. This is not code of JavaScript, this is the mechanism provided by the web browser. So the console.log is provided by the web browsers, but in Node we cannot run it directly on the web browser. That's why this is the internal module of Node.js, right? And this is very similar to the you can say that the console which is used by the web browsers. So that's why we can use console.log, console.error and console.warn. And if you want to read more about it, you can read it. There is a lots of code which is provided by the here, right? So the answer is the console.log in Node.js and in web browser are not similar. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you still have any queries you can ask me in the comment box, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel, because I really have to put lots of time and lots of effort to make videos, and I don't need anything from your side, just I need some subscription, likes and comments. Thank you so much.